We hear you're having trouble with your RC3 best. Get your jotters out and let us do the rest. Weld yourself in and let's get your fix in with Monday Night Predictions. Monday Night Predictions.
Hello, and welcome into your Monday Night Predictions for October the 4th, 2019. We have a jam-packed set of fixtures to go through today, Chris. And we start off with a huge game, Heineken Playoff Qualifier, leg 1 of 2, Scrum Wars versus Walla Disneys. Who have you gone for, Chris?
Well, it's going to be an exhausted Scrum Wars team. They've been playing the most out of any team so far, I believe. They seem to be playing 2 games a week, it feels like.
Yeah.
I think Walla Disneys are fresh. They haven't done anything. They might be a little bit rusty, but they're an Oppie team from last year. I think it's been 21-7 Walla Disneys.
Very good. I've also gone for Walla Disneys win. But I think they're going to be quite rusty. They haven't played at all this season. They'll get the dub, but I just don't think it'll be comfortable. So Scrum Wars 0, Walla Disneys 7.
Could be Qui-Gon playing against his former team.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that storyline art, but very well noticed. That should be interesting. So Kaede, who's a better Jedi, Qui-Gon or Kaede Mundi these days, isn't it? No Nudge actually. No shot to Nudge. This was a huge sort of loss as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So quite a thin Scrum Wars squad going to this game. Tagcaster 3, Chris. Mega Powers versus Lennequins. That's a Derby game, isn't it?
Of some sort, yeah, for sure. I would say Mega Powers are the better team here. Lennequins have just looked boring, really. A bit flat. I think 14-0 washout to the Mega Powers.
Yeah, I've gone for a BP Mega Powers home win, 28-0, Chris.
Just a little heads up, guys, off the back of last week's Tadcaster predictions. I know I've made a few of you very wealthy. It was a very successful week for me, and I am officially the Tadcaster Pro 8 expert. Right, Pets Gone Wild versus High Tacklanders. What have you got, Matty?
Just thinking, Chris, we need to get you a soundbite for that, don't you? Resident expert soundbite. Just so you say you can say it every week. You just press the button and it just automatically plays. Right.
That's a good idea.
Pets Gone Wild, High Tacklanders. I've gone for. Frustratingly, this is like not as foregone as I'd like it to be. Foregone conclusion. Pets Gone Wild will get the W, but yeah, they've got a formidable home form. So Pets Gone Wild 21, High Tacklanders 7. How about you?
Yeah, 2 messy teams right now. Pets have looked rubbish, but I agree with you. Home form over the current narrative. I think it's going to be 10-3 to Pets. I think they can shake off the losses here.
Scrum Wars versus Baker's Dozen +2. Intriguing game, but Scrum Wars are now having to play twice in 5 days, Chris. Who have you gone for?
Yeah, that turnaround is going to be brutal, and who knows what injuries I'll pick up in a very physical game against the Walla Disneys. I think Bakers might look to capitalise. I think they have the discipline. I think it's going to be 21-7 to the Baker's Dozen +2.
I've gone for a Scrum Wars home win.
Okay.
I think I've been impressed with Scrum Wars so far this season. Let's not forget they beat Hands to the Rock over 2 legs. Even though they lost to Mega Powers in the first week of the Taddy, they won their second game versus Lennequins. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Scrum Wars 14, Baker's Dozen +2. They're a good team, Chris.
That's true. They are. Yeah, they are.
Right, Gallifrey versus the Ne'er-Do-Wells. Who have you gone for, Chris?
I have gone for a disgusting Ne'er-Do-Wells away win, kicking them to death 9-7.
Yeah, I've gone for a similar vein, Chris. It's going to be. I think the coaching setup is now elite for Ne'er-Do-Wells. They know what they're doing. Sullivan Williams is the new sort of attack coach. Steve Hansen, sports psychologist. They've got Ian McKinley is optics. They've been so good, Chris. Gallifrey 3, Ne'er-Do-Wells 6.
Right, we will be playing you out into the next section of the show, Screwfix 6, with a Star Wars medley. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Monday Night Predictions. We have got Screwfix Match Week 6 for you. Kicking us off is 007 Universe hosting the RFC Nautical Matty. What have you gone for and why?
The Nautical away win. Frustratingly, this is not like top versus bottom of the league clash. It's actually niggly. The mid-table teams 6 points here, Chris. Nautical away win, but a good thing to bear in mind for punters at home is that both teams are just being absolutely stripped of their Kiwis this game. So no Sambadi, no Gully Runner, no Isindiman. So Benedict Bow's injured as well. So who knows what's going to go on this match? There's no sort of attacking threat with any of these teams. So quite a low scoring affair-ish, but Nautical will get the win in the end. Universe 3, Nautical 14. How about yourself?
Yeah, similar reasoning, mate. 14-7 to Nautical. I think this game is going to be a lot closer than we'd have liked, but I think Nautical will have the edge.
Right. Checker Trade versus Dartmoor Derelict. So Steve Bruce's second game in charge. Obviously lost his first one to GWRC. How do you see Brucey's second game going, Chris?
Arguably the worst start of any manager ever. Losing to bottom of the table, and he's now given GWRC a big bump, and Checker Trade are now bottom. So I think based off of that, the Derelicts are, I think, a place above them, or maybe they're beneath them. I can't remember. I think there must be a point in it, but I think Derelicts have won a game this season and Checker Trade haven't, so they know how to win a game. Checker Trade are still floundering. 10-7 to the Derelicts.
Yeah, I've gone for a Checker Trade home win. I think that Steve Bruce will be the Checker Trade manager who'll be known for his home form. I think he would get the Lorna Winter Stadium rocking. I've gone for a 7-3, huge win for Checker Trade, and down the bottom of the table, Chris.
Right. BBC hosting the locals next. What have you put, Matt?
This isn't, in this day and age, Chris, BBC Locals an elite tier game. I've gone for a BBC home win. I've been very impressed with BBC, and I don't see the Locals bouncing back straight away since that Kevik win last week. So BBC 14, Locals 7.
Yeah, I think it's too tough to call this one. I think I'm going for a draw, and that is 7-all. I think it's going to be very, very close. BBC have shown what they're capable of, but also that they're capable of losing badly. Locals are the same. I can't separate these two sides. Sorry, folks. Right, next up, Kevik versus GWRFC. I've gone for a bonus point Kevik win, 28-7. They should destroy GWRFC, who are... They're coming off the back of a win against Checker Trade, but that doesn't really tell you anything. I think Kevik are a much better side. What have you got from that?
Yeah, I think our champions elect are going to win this one, was our Chris. That's Kevik 21, GWRC 7.
Gotta stop calling them champions elect. We will play you into the final set of predictions, which are the Rugby Championship Week 4, with this little tune from BBC Sport. See you in a minute!
Right, welcome back to Monday Night Predictions. Rugby Championship, Week 4, Chris. Argentina versus New Zealand. It's the big game under the floodlights. See if you've gone for.
I have gone for a New Zealand away win, Matt.
Ooh, against their bogey team. Ooh.
Against the bogey team, with 2 crucial injuries in the side in The Rock and Nicky Nazgul, I think we are back to black. I believe in Reed. What about you, Matt? 7-10.
Who do you see coming? So The Rock, Gothmog, Nazgul all out now of the championship. Who do you see stepping up, Chris, to the mark?
I think you put Oddjob in. He's been one of the only lights on 007 Universe.
Yeah, well, I like that.
I think you've got plenty of options. I think you can play Shagrat, Gorbag, and who else would you put in the back row there?
Grishnak,
replace
maybe?
Nicky Nazgul.
Grishnak? Ogbat?
Grishnak could definitely. That is a little trinity of orcs. I think that would be a good shout. And then for the lock position, I would move Orthanc Carrier into lock with Ugluk.
What, for Argentina?
Oh,
You don't want to drop Emma
Sorry.
Slaney in this one.
No. Orphanc Carrier. No. What am I talking about? I'm talking about New Zealand. Oh, up there with Dark Magician, because The Rock has been playing the lock, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I would swap him out personally, because he's injured and you have to, with
Right. Japan versus Namibia. Who have you gone for, Chris?
It's not for a Japan home win, Matt. 14-0. I think they've got the quality it's going to take to see off Namibia, who have not been impressing since the World Cup final. What have you gone for, mate?
I've gone for a draw. I think the RC has been known for its draws this season. Teams are just they're so well matched. This will be draws left, right, and centre. 7-7 for me. Just to refresh, just to remind people, I went for Argentina home win for the last one. So Argentina 14, New Zealand 10. And with that, folks, MMP October 4th is over. It's done. We're going to see you next week, but we'll sign you out with a bit of AC/DC. Back in black.
Back to black!
Try to catch me if they want me to hang. Yes, I'm back on the track and I'm beating the flag.